Surprise, surprise. Got a little surprise for you all. I got a little tabletop review of something I just picked up a couple of hours ago. This is literally an unboxing. Of course, I looked at it and inspected it, but this is the unboxing. Just got a brand new pistol. It's imported by Rock Island Armory, and this is, I believe, a relatively new manufacturer in Turkey called Derya, and I will show you what is in the box without further delay. I saw this online and I couldn't believe the price. I saw some of the reviews, and then after that I just knew I had to order one. I had to pull the trigger, pun intended. It's just the way it came in the box. Here's your owner's manual, but we can get to that afterwards. RIA, Rock Island Army, Melik. Melik in Turkish translates, I believe, to king. What do we got in the box? What we have is a Beretta 92 FS clone. Before we spend too much time on that, it does come with one magazine. And it is an Act Mag. You can see that. It's an Act Mag. Excellent quality magazine. I don't believe they're as good as a Metgar, but for all I know, they could be made side by side. The quality is actually very much on par with Metgar, but I prefer Metgar, but these work just as well, in my opinion and my experience. So it came with one magazine. It came with a cleaning brush, soft bristled cleaning brush, and it came with a patch brush, nylon polymer patch brush. Nice. And that's pretty much it, and the instruction manual. So, instruction manual, very good, very well presented. Table of contents, standard fare, yada yada yada. It's got a nice breakdown. What's that? Look familiar? It should. It just goes down. Quick flip through. Just quick, just to see what it has. Schematics, parts, good stuff. Anyway, all the standard fare. I won't bore you too much with it. Put that aside. To the firearm. We take out the chamber flag. It's got a kind of a weird chamber flag, but it's even got this little cutout in the box up here. If you can see up here, so when you shut it, there's a recess to relieve it for that. That's kind of weird. Put that aside. So we have right here is, in my opinion, this is an exact clone of a Beretta 92 FS. And it is all metal parts. Guide rod, safeties, triggers, everything. And you can see how nicely they did it. It's got an actual blued finish. This is not, let me put the magazine just for effect. It had the chamber flag, so you knew it was clear, but there you go. Clear. Decock it. Okay, that looks more like it. It's got a nice blued finish on it, or almost like the, what do they call it? I don't know, some kind of a nitrite or a Bruton or whatever that Beretta calls it. It's an excellent finish. Very even finish all the way around. I think I might have found like one little nick on it someplace, and that might have just been packing material. Haven't cleaned it yet, haven't done anything to it. Everything works nice and smoothly. It's got a nice 3-dot sight arrangement with the red sight in the front. Here, let me move this aside. It is, of course, a double single action. And it looks like the magazine release, it springs up nicely. Oops, it gets really nice ejection. Let me pick up my magazine. Okay. As you can see, it shot it right out and got away from me, but excellent ejection. Throws them right out. It's got a buttery smooth slide. Just like you'd expect. Well, I don't know what I expected, actually. I will let you know what I paid for this when I'm finished rambling on a bit about it. But you can see the quality of this thing it's absolutely unbelievable. You got checkering on the back, or it's like striations. You have it in the front. No finger grooves. Nice grippy grips. Grippy grips. How do you like that? There's your decrocker. It's got really nice grips. The checkering on the grips, they're very nice. They feel very nice in the hand. Typical chunkiness of a Beretta 92 series. But this would be... There it is. Derya. Imported by Rock Island. And there it is. Melik. Melik means king. Of course, made in Turkey. But it's very well executed. I mean, the finish is outstanding on it. I was actually, and you've also got a little bit of traction up front. And it is very grippy. It gives you a really nice, if you're one of those that like to hold it like this, get a finger up there. But it feels really nice in the hand. It's got nice traction on the front strap, on the back strap. It's got that little bit of traction on the front of the trigger guard. It's got a beautiful semi-polished sides on the side right over here. Notice on the underside over here, there are no provisions for a rail. I don't care. I wanted something with the classic lines. It is double single action with decocker. Let us get a trigger pull on this and we'll see what we come up with. We'll do the double action first. Drop the magazine. And I'll get out the old Wheeler manual gauge. Push this stuff aside. And let's see what we come up with. This is going to be kind of tough. I'm going to have to here, double action. We'll see if this will read up to 8 pounds. I'll see if it goes over 8 pounds. If I can even get a hold on it. Yeah, it's off the scale. Let me see what that feels like. It's very smooth, but it is your typical long, drawn out double action pull, which is perfectly fine. You keep this in double action mode, holster it if you need it in condition 1, then you can pull it out and you get that first smooth. It's just a nice, smooth, long, but smooth and predictable. Then you've got, of course, your single action. There's your take up. I call it the warning. Then you're at the wall. And that's it. One more time. You're at the wall. Very crisp. So let's see what we got for a single action pull weight. Zero ourselves out. £3. Let's try that again. 3 pounds. Zero it out. That's excellent. You want that. A lot of people complain, oh my God, the double action pull is so long and heavy. That's there for a reason. It's like a built-in safety, just like a revolver. It's a built-in safety. Your subsequent shots are going to be very light and crisp. You get your take up. And then you break. Now that one I pulled, I got 3.5. Let's try best of 3. One more. Okay, now we zeroed. I don't want that to ride up. All right, we'll call it 3.5. I could do one more too. Why not? We zeroed. We are zeroed. Now that one was 3. So it's between 3 and 3.5 pounds, but it's a nice, crisp trigger pull. There it is. Put that aside. Now I'll do a quick breakdown on it. Same thing as your standard Beretta. Push your takedown lever. Slide comes off. There's your lower receiver. You can see how well. Looks very familiar. It's greasy as hell. I haven't even wiped this down, so it's the machining is unbelievable. I'm just blown away by this thing. You would think this is a $600 pistol, or at least a $500 pistol. Or let's see, it was even maybe a $450, $475 pistol. If it had the Beretta roll mark on it, that's what it would cost. But look at this thing. Get a focus. The rails, everything's extremely nice quality. Look at the ejector. That's a Beretta ejector. I mean, everything looks exactly the same. You don't see any machining marks in here or anything. It's so clean. Okay, now let me put this aside. There's your upper. You already saw the outside of it. Looks super familiar, right? Look how clean it is. I'll show you how the rails fit afterwards. Let me take this apart so you can get a look at the inside. This spring has got some gusto on it. First of all, does it have a metal guide rod? Yes, it does. All steel guide rod, extremely high quality. This is probably at least an 18-pound spring, if not more. I mean, it's got a heavy recoil spring. It's probably because it's made for NATO standards. I'm sure, like all Turkish pistols, that's like military grade, and they make them to a NATO standard, and they're made for like 124 grain ammunition. Now, your barrel assembly. We'll look at that after, but let's look at the slide. There's absolutely no machining marks. Look at that. Look how clean it is. Whatsoever. I cannot believe how well this thing is built. I'm impressed. And to tell you the truth, I mean, I am just so, like, happy is kind of a strong word. I'm so, satisfied with the purchase. Just look at the glisten off of it. That's like a deep bluing on the sides. Now, obviously this is metal of some kind. I don't know exactly. And this is, I can tell it's an aluminum alloy frame. That's why it's got some kind of a coating on it. I don't know what it is, but it's super strong and baked on just like a Beretta. Okay, now the barrel. Here's your barrel. See if you can I get a focus on there? Nice crown, nice recessed crown. See if I can get a light inside of here so you can look at the, can I get a light in here? It looks like chrome lining to me. I don't know. If anybody's familiar with the Melik from Derya, please let me know. But you got a nice shiny bore. Get a nice feed ramp. Nice smooth feed ramp. See if I can get some light from the other side. I mean, look at that. This is just, it's an unbelievable quality. But here's your feed ramp. It is super smooth. It's almost like beveled smooth. There's your locking block. And if I'm not mistaken, this is identical to a Beretta locking block. Identical. Looks, in, without having a side-by-side comparison, identical. Of course, it's serialized like all Turkish firearms are. Another thing, like with some of the Gersons, I have Gerson Regard, and you see the way the locking blocks ride. I think in the Regard have a tilt, and these are straight up and down on the slide, the cuts for the locking block, just like a Beretta, if memory serves me correctly. If not, I'm sure someone will straighten me out. The only time this has been fired is factory. Gives you a breech face. It's got some gotcha, dirt on it, from factory testing. But I just can't, I can't be more happy with this thing. It's unbelievable. Okay, now let's see if I can get this thing. We'll put her back. Do a little reassembly here. Okay, numero uno. We will put the barrel back in the slide. Set that in. Now I'm going to struggle with this on camera, right? I literally shot myself in the gut with this beforehand. Let me see. Non-captive, get in there. Oh, I actually got it in the first time. Can you believe that? Just like a Beretta. But this is the king, Melik. Melik. Derya. It's beautiful. Whoever was involved in manufacturing this pistol, you should be proud of yourself. Just like a Beretta, she slides back on. Lock her back. And then decock. Beautiful. Magazine in. And I will have a range report on this. It probably won't be for a week. I won't have a chance to get out to the range. But I absolutely will have a range report on this pistol forthcoming. I'm a little psyched to get out to the range and give her a shot. I discovered this just fumbling around, you know, just doing basic internet research, and this is probably the first time I think I got ahead of the curve in a while. Usually I discover things like a year later, but I happened to discover this, and I didn't know much about the company or the product, so I just said to myself, I'm going to take a chance and buy one. And I'm going to tell you what I paid for it. You're not going to believe it. You are absolutely not going to believe it. Is the suspense killing it? Is anybody saying, come on, just tell us? Before I tell you the price, take another gander at this thing. Look at the quality. Look at the way the lockup is in the back. Look how tight that is. Look at the machining. It's beautiful. I'm going to say this. I've owned Beretta 92 FSs before and M9s, and this is just as good. And I don't care what anybody says. Here's your firing pin block. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. It is a beautiful pistol. Anyway, enough of that. Okay, what did I pay? Okay, for this pistol, delivered now, mind you, $278. I can't believe it either. But I'm going to tell you right now, the people at Derya, I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. This is a work of art. Anybody who's, you call yourself an aficionado of Berettas or their classic Italian design, will appreciate this pistol in at a fraction, like a third of the price for now. The same thing happened when I discovered Canik. I bought a Canik about 14 years ago. Now look what they go for once they've hit the market. I think this is at an introductory price right now, and if you can find one, I haven't even shot this yet, but you can tell how it's going to perform. Like I said, stay tuned. There will be an upcoming range report, if not a little actual range function shooting. But I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that this is going to perform flawlessly. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed my little surprise presentation. There's your manual. There's your brushes. There's your little chamber flag. If you're in the market for something like this, or even if you aren't and you like the 92 series, get one now. Get one now. And if anybody wants to know where I got it, hit me up in the comments below and I'll let you in on it. I don't mind telling anybody, but I don't want to violate any. I'm not trying to sell for anybody. I'm not going to promote anybody. I'm not being sponsored. I do this independently. I spend my own money and I'm passing it along. This is a top tier quality on par with Beretta. Even, I'm going to say this right now, the finish is even better than Gerson because Gerson has Cerakote. This is actually, I don't know if they call it Bruton or it's some kind of a bluing or whatever, but this literally has the Beretta type finish on it. And for a third of the price. $278 shipped to my FFL. Anyway, any questions, hit me up below. Like and subscribe so you get all my updates and my range report. Hit the bell so you get all of my latest updates and you'll be notified. Like, subscribe, and please thumbs up. Thumbs up. So you'll get your notifications and I can get out there and we can get this information out there to other people that are looking for a beautiful, high quality pistol. And I'm going to say this, Turkey, to all the Turkish, especially the ones that are in this, just goes to show pride in craftsmanship and workmanship. And this is a work of art. You should be very proud of yourself. This is an outstanding firearm. You are knocking it out of the park, Turkey. And I'm going to say this too. I own quite a few Turkish firearms, and this so far, it almost takes my breath away because it's such a high quality piece. I just can't say enough about it. Can't wait to shoot it, and I already kind of know how it's going to go. I'm sure it's going to be smooth as silk. Oh, one last thing before I go. Mag compatibility. Will it take... Oops. How'd that happen? That fell in there. Get out of there. M9 magazines. These are USGI M9 magazines. Oh, that one's not. Where is it? Where is it? That one's not either. This one? That's not really. Come on. That one's not. Where? Is this one? This one is. Okay, look, there you go. USGI Beretta M9 magazine, 15 rounder. There's your cage code. Let's see. Will it fit and lock back? Fits in. Drops free. Now let's see if she'll lock back. Ready? She'll lock back. That is a thing of beauty. Thing of beauty. See how the engagement is. I want to see how the engagement is on the magazine follower. Yeah, we've got full. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. What is it? if you can see down in there, which I don't know if you can. Yeah, I can see it. You can see the slide stop fully depressing. There it is. Full depression on the magazine follower. Outstanding. The magazine follower, see on the Gerson, on the 2 Gersons that I own, the Regards. Let me see if I can drop this. You see that, of course I turned the light off, now I can't see anything. You see the angle. You see the angle on the... Okay, there you go. You see that, like, it's almost like a 45-degree angle that's cut onto the slide stop where it engages the magazine follower. On the Regard, it was almost straight. And on my USGI or Beretta magazines, it would not lock back. They would function and fire, but would not lock back in the last round. This one has that. So actually, this is a 1-for-1 copy so far that I can see of a Beretta 92 FS. Get one now while you can. On that note, I'm going to sign off. Please like, subscribe, thumbs up. Hit that notification button, and I'll see you in the next one for the range report. Any questions, hit me up below. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry for the delay, but I had to do the magazine capacity in front of everybody for proof of theory. And it is. I guess that I won't be needing to install this Beretta unit just yet. Bought it just in case, so I could swap it out. Don't need to. It's a spare now. Anyway, thanks again, everybody. See you on the flip side. Hope you enjoy this little presentation of this hidden gem. Remember, Derya Melik. The Derya Melik 92 FS Beretta clone. I swear to God, it's a 1-for-1. Anyway, thanks for tuning in again. Talk to you all later. Have a good day.